welcome back to my channel, Feeding with Ferrari. I'm your host, Guy Ferrari, and as we always say on this channel, if you can't handle the heat, stay out of my kitchen. Now, like all of you, I am staying indoors in order to stay safe these days, so that means that I am bringing my cooking show to you live from my home kitchen. Now, not being able to leave the house has made me kind of crazy, but the one thing that always manages to make me feel better when I'm feeling a little crazy is cooking. And this week, I am going to be teaching you all how to cook my famous dish, pasta alla Ferrari. Now, in order to make this famous dish, we have got to crack open the recipe book, so let's get into it. And now, what I have here is my world famous recipe book, and this has all the ingredients and all the steps we're going to need to make my famous dish, pasta alla Ferrari. Now, let's see what we need. First of all, we need a pot. Second of all, we need some pasta. And next, we need the sauce. Now, this is where you can get a little creative because cooking is all about self-expression. So feel free to express yourself. You want to put some mixed vegetables in your pasta? You go right ahead. You want to add some protein? You go right ahead. You want to add some spices, some seasoning, get it all spicy and tasting yummy? Then you go right ahead. Now, the last two things that you need in order to make pasta alla Ferrari is a healthy dose of self-confidence and my famous cooking spoon. My famous cooking spoon. My famous... Oh, Mamma Mia, this cannot be happening. Folks, I seem to have made a very serious mistake. You see, I left my famous cooking spoon back at my work kitchen, and I can't go there because we're all locked inside, and I have never cooked my famous pasta alla Ferrari without my famous spoon. I mean, I've never cooked anything without my famous spoon. Well, we're gonna cut to a word from our sponsors, and I'm gonna figure out what to do during the break. I'll be right back, folks.
Oh, hi there. I didn't see you there. It's me, Princess Pam, saying hi. I hope you're all staying safe. This is my new obsession. This body scrub will leave your skin feeling so soft and leave your skin smelling ridiculously royal. Remember, taking care of yourself on the outside helps you feel good on the inside. Bye, cuties.
Well, hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel, Feeding with Ferrari. Now, as we always say on this channel, if you can't handle the heat, stay out of my kitchen. Now, during that break, I took a little bit of time to calm down, and I decided that I can handle the heat. After all, I am a world-famous cook, and I know how to make pasta alla Ferrari because it is my dish. So I'm just going to go ahead and teach you all how to make this famous dish, even though I don't have my magic cooking spoon. Let's get into it. Now, this is how to make my famous pasta alla Ferrari. Now, the first thing that we're going to need to do is we're going to need to boil some water. So we're going to take our famous pot and we are going to go fill it up with some water, all right? Now, this is also a great time to try out some self-expression. You want to put some salt in your water, add a little more flavor, go to it. It's all up to you. All right, now we're just going to take our pasta. We're just going to plop it in there, and we're going to let that baby boil. Now, while we're waiting for that to heat up, we're going to take a look at this recipe and see what we got to do next. All right, let's get into it. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, no. You see, I seem to have made a little bit of a mistake. I was supposed to boil the water and then put the noodles in the boiling water, not the whole box of pasta into the water before it had started boiling. What am I supposed to do now? I can't even cook my pasta alla Ferrari, and I'm supposed to be a world-famous chef. I can't do anything. I can't make my famous pasta alla Ferrari. I ruined a whole box of pasta, and you can't make this pasta with a box of wet noodles. I'm a failure. I've lost everything that I ever had. Wait. This is my kitchen, right? I can handle the heat. I can handle the heat. I'm just gonna, since I don't have any noodles to use, I'm gonna have to just, we're gonna have to try a different recipe. But it's okay. I mean, I have this entire book full of famous recipes, so we're just gonna get into something else, okay? After all, I can handle the heat. It's my kitchen. So, let's just, let's look through here and see what else we can find. All right. Oh, perfect. We can make my famous Ferrari brownies. Let's get into that. All right. Let's see. Let's get out the ingredients. See, being stuck in the house, I haven't gone to the store in a couple days, and I seem to be fresh out of all the ingredients you need for my brownies. Well, we're just gonna have to see what else we can do. We're gonna need something with a few less ingredients. Okay, let's get into it. Okay. I can't make that. I can't make that. I can't make Wait a minute. Look at this. Recipe for resiliency. Ha! I've never made this before. And we have all the ingredients. It says all that you need is yourself. Well, I got that. All right. Why don't we give this recipe for resiliency a try? It says here, recipe for resiliency. A delightful recipe to help you recover quickly from difficulties or tough situations. Well, I think we've encountered a fair share of difficulties and tough situations today, am I right? Well, let's give this a try, folks. All right. Now, it says the recipe for resiliency is the bounce steps. So we're going to try this, okay? It says breathe. Okay, breathe. Right. Own your space. Own your space. So it says to, like, plant your feet into the ground. You use helper words. Tell yourself positive things. I got this. I can do this. Okay. In new position. It says to put your shoulders back and relax your arms. Okay. C, chin up. Okay, we're going to put our chin up. And E, and E, embrace positivity. Well, would you look at that? I'm feeling better already, and I'm starting to overcome those difficulties and tough situations that we were having earlier. Why don't all of you out there give this a try too, okay? Follow along with me. First step we're going to do is we're going to breathe. Now we're going to own our space, so we're going to plant each of our feet into the ground, okay? We're going to use our helper words, so say positive things to ourselves. I got this. I can do this, right? Now we're going to go to a new position with our shoulders back and our arms relaxed. Now we're going to put our chin up and embrace positivity. Well, my goodness, that recipe for resiliency really works. And it's awfully delicious if I do say so myself. Well, now that we've done the bounce steps and used the recipe for resiliency, I'm starting to have all of these bright ideas. I mean, I'm a great chef. Just because I don't have my magic spoon doesn't mean that I suddenly don't know how to cook. I mean, I am Guy Ferrari, and I invented pasta alla Ferrari, and just because I made a mistake one time doesn't mean that I'm a bad cook. Everybody makes mistakes, right? Now, it can be easy to get overwhelmed and start to feel down on yourself when we encounter tough situations, right? But we can do exactly what the recipe said and bounce. That's how we can be resilient. Well, friends, looking at the clock, I know I promised to make you all my pasta alla Ferrari, but we are almost out of time for today, so I guess that this recipe for resiliency is going to have to do for now. Now remember, you can try this recipe anytime, anywhere. All you need is yourself. Now just remember to bounce, and that'll help you to keep on going. But we'll see you next time here on Feeding with Ferarri, and join us on Climb Theater's page for more lessons in the future. Goodbye, everybody!